Now, Fox Weather is your Hurricane HQ. We're switching back here where we have Invest 95L that remains on track to grow into a tropical depression as soon as this week. This massive area to watch stretches 2,400 miles across the Atlantic. We still have more to learn about this system that could become the next named storm, Jerry. For more on this, I want to bring in Chip Konrad. He is the professor at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and the director of the Southeast Regional Climate Center. Chip, I want to thank you for joining us here this afternoon on Fox Weather. As we kind of focus in on this new area to watch, and I know that you're watching it too, it has been such an odd season. Is there anything with this area particularly that interests you in this invest? What factors are you guys kind of taking in at this point, given how odd this season has been?
I don't think there's anything about this season, the oddness of the season, that plays into the system here. I'll say it looks, it's very normal for this time of the year to have these tropical waves coming out of the main development region. And this one's expected to slowly develop. And fortunately, all the models right now are forecasting that it's going to recurve to the north and it won't pose a threat to the East Coast. Of course, we're going to have to wait and see for sure about that. But right now, nothing looks really out of the ordinary.
I kind of want to talk about that, the overall setup. You talk about the models and how they are in consensus with this kind of curving back north and west. What's your thoughts on that being the system of the season so far? That has pretty much been what has happened with Aaron. We've seen it play out with our last named storm as well. And just all of these storms kind of taking that similar path. What's your idea around that?
Well, we've really had a sort of persistence of various weather features. And I think what's really fascinating from a scientific perspective is that as these systems have curved around, and some of them have been big and strong, they've reinforced this pattern where we've had troughing off the East Coast, and then that in turn steers, the system that comes up next off to the north and to the northeast. So it's been protective. Of course, that being said, these systems have been big and some of them have been strong, and consequently, we've had some real impacts there, especially on the Outer Banks of North Carolina.
Yeah, we've been watching that play out. We're still actually on a watchful eye for the Outer Banks right now, given the king tides are heading their way. I want to shift gears a bit because you talked about the MDR. That is something that we typically watch right now in the season. But now we're getting ready to watch what could be our setup for next week, a Central American gyre setup. This new setup, this broad area, we saw it kind of play out this afternoon even, with a new area to watch, a 10% chance. What are your thoughts around that? Because we know that as we get into this part of the season, we kind of shift our gears a bit.
Yeah, the system, if you look at it climatologically over a number of years, fortunately, we get much lower development in the central development region. But what really comes to the fore somewhat more is this big gyre of low pressure there in Central America. And so occasionally it will develop and spin off hurricanes. And so the focus, is really going to that area.
All right. And then as we kind of get ready to, close the books on 2025, I know that we still have a number of days. We get it all the way up to November 30th where we could see a system. I just want to have you kind of summarize what your thoughts are for this season. I've called it odd. We all here at Fox Weather have kind of been scratching our head around it. The weather community has been scratching our head around it. So to hear from you would definitely, hold some weight.
Yeah, I mean, it really has been odd. We had this long period during the middle part of the hurricane season without hardly any hurricanes. And as they were predicting, it picked up somewhat, as we got into late September and we're going here into October. But when we look at the numbers right now, we find that in a typical year, we would be on the K storm. And of course, we had Imelda last week. That was the I storm. And so we're about 2 storms behind. However, if you look at it's called the ACE, the Accumulated Cyclone Index, we are a bit above. And that gives you more of a quantitative sense of, taking into account the strength and the area and the winds with these systems. It's actually been a little bit above normal. So while it's been unusual, I would really put it in sort of the normal range when we look at it overall.
Yeah, absolutely. The ACE has definitely been something that we've been watching here at Fox Weather too. The fact that we've had these strong storms, even though we haven't gotten yet to that K name, we haven't even seen the J name storm just yet, definitely is interesting. Hey, it was a great conversation. I want to thank you again, Professor, for joining us. That's University of North Carolina Professor Chip Konrad. Thanks again for joining us here on Fox Weather.
Thanks for having me.